Hi, Kevin Henry, the Group Editorial Director for Advanstar and Dental Products Report, and I'm on a Google Hangout today with Dr. Wyn Steckbauer from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And Dr. Steckbauer, would you mind just telling our viewers a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your practice, please?
Sure. Thanks, Kevin. Well, I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. You mentioned that. We started, graduated 2002, I believe, and just took over a small practice. The guy was really a part-time dentist, and we did well. We grew, but sorry, with our timing issues on my end, my family's back from lunch here, so. But we grew well, and but never took a lot of training, a lot of CE, but never managed to really get that implemented quite like I wanted to. So we did good. Every consultant say, well, what do you guys are doing great, but you always seem short on money, short on time, high on stress, and it's like, okay, I'm feeling great, but everybody tells me I'm doing great. When am I going to start feeling that? And kind of, if I'm making so much money, where is it? And so we have a general practice with we do kind of a bit of everything. And Oshkosh is really a blue collar town, so you're not, I think it'd be hard to have too much of a strong niche here, so we kind of have to do a lot of bread and butter and kind of work our way through that way. Well,
Dr. Steckbauer, I know you were talking a little bit about the high stress, the finances, and a lot of things were really worrying you. And I know you talked in our April issue of DPR about how the Scheduling Institute really made an impact for you. Could you just talk a little bit about how you discovered the Scheduling Institute and the changes that you've seen since you started working with them?
Well, really we discovered them in 2008, kind of like a lot of people did it. I don't know if they still do it as much, but we had a mystery call and failed miserably on it. And the employee was a great employee that took the call, is the one that really failed, quote, failed on the call, and they pointed a lot of those things out to us where we went wrong, but of course at the time we were in the place to make excuses more so, and we had a different consultant at the time. He said, you guys did everything great, you were very friendly. So we just kind of dismissed it, maybe even we were a bit upset with them, and we put it to the side for probably 4 years. And once we kind of, in the back of our mind, I think we knew that they were right, but I think pride got in the way probably for a couple of us, and some outside source telling us, yeah, you guys are fine. We said okay, and really ignored them. I think it was like 4 or 5 years. I think 5 years actually, from 2008 when we got that call, I think all the way to 2013 when we started with them. Once we started with them, immediately, one of the feelings is, man, why didn't we do this sooner? What idiots we were. But the other thing was, thank God we at least found them now, because it's just been immediately our new patient average in 2012 was 17. The first month where we really only half implemented their system, I think we got 39, and that was with no additional marketing, anything. So, I mean, it right there, it paid for itself.
And what do you attribute that jump in new patients to? Which part of the Scheduling Institute really do you take?
It's the phone, the way we handled answering the phone training, and what it gives them the confidence. I'll tell you, there's some big misconceptions. One of them is that you somehow have to mislead them, and it's actually, if they actually are following the training, you're actually answering their questions perfectly. You're just not answering questions that they don't ask. You're not filling their head with things that scare them before they get here, and it gives you a chance. First of all, I think just the confidence of actually training your staff, just their confidence alone, even if they just felt that confidence and said all the same things that they always did, you'd probably get more new patients. But with the confidence and saying the proper things, our patients were happier coming in, and they felt better about us when they came in, and you could just see the transition. So it's really, the phone training is the key to. There's so many great things once you get involved in it. The phone training, I think, though, is kind of where it all starts and began. It began for us that way, anyway.
So what's a piece of advice that you'd give to your colleagues out there who are maybe thinking about Scheduling Institute or trying to figure out how they can replicate the success that you've encountered?
Well, the first thing is to understand some of the marketing that they use maybe to get you everyone's not comfortable with that, but the ethics and the morals of the company are the strongest. I think honestly the strongest of any company I've ever dealt with. They're trying to add value to everything they do, and Jay, if you could, the more exposure you have with Jay, and Jay Geyer has done such a great job of handing that down and passing that along to everyone that he contacts with in his company. So I feel like just even that contact has made me a better leader. But don't get stopped. I guess my bit of advice, my best bit of advice would be, don't let the marketing and the persistent marketing scare you off. The stuff works. We run our business, and not to bring religion in it, but we run our business from, our we actually stole it from Chick-fil-A, but our one phrase strategy is "Go the second," which is a biblical passage from Matthew. We wouldn't be doing anything outside of our comfort zone. Our staff wouldn't allow anybody to take us away from good, strong, ethics and morals, a way of doing business. And I think maybe for some, the marketing, the persistence of it, they're just uncomfortable with it, so they think maybe the whole thing would be something they're not comfortable with. And we had some of those questions when we started, and it couldn't be further from the truth, actually. There's nothing. Actually, I feel like we take care of and serve our patients better today. I mean, it's not even close. I wouldn't even want to look at a video from 2012 of the whole patient process coming through our business versus how we take care of them today. I feel like they're just better off from the moment we talk to them on the phone to to just really every day and every contact that we have with them.
Dr. Steckbauer, I really appreciate your time, and thanks for kind of the inside look into your practice. Certainly want to encourage our viewers to check out more of Dr. Steckbauer's comments in the April edition of Dental Products Report. You'll see a nice 2-page article from Dr. Steckbauer in there on his experience with Jay Geyer and the Scheduling Institute. Dr. Steckbauer, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck and continued success to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Kevin.